happy Monday, start of a fresh week. Let's just start with a couple deep breaths, 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, really reaching up, stretching out your side body, exhaling, and one more deep breath, reaching up, looking up, going right onto your tippy toes. Maybe thinking of one reason why you showed up today, what you'd love to feel more of by the end of our time together. And let's start with some knee drives. Woo! One of the reasons I work out is to keep my bowels moving. Just so you know, one of my wives, keep my poops regular. So it could be anything. It could be a mood boost. Could be a weight reduction. It could be keeping your bowels moving regularly, because movement and fitness is really, really good for that. Ooh, if we sit around all day, our bowels get sluggish too, just like the rest of our body. All right, let's squat down and up. So any reason why we exercise, it's nice to tap into that, use that to inspire our time together. Today's format's going to be a little different. We're going to do no repetition of exercises. Each one's going to be a new exercise, 45-second sets. So it's going to be a nice fast-paced movement session. Let's go for a reach. Squat and reach. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. You got it. Awesome. And today's kind of theme, just to think about if there's any habits in your life currently that are just not serving you, and maybe there's a replacement habit, and I'll share a little bit more about that later on. But just thinking about that. Ooh, let's go for a couple beautiful full body extensions. Reach for the ground, reach for the sky, right up on the tippy toes, all the way down, all the way up. Yeah, awesome. And special shout out to our recording friends who press play on the recording. We got Chrissy, we got Suzanne R. Roach, we got Sonia and Holly, mother-daughter duo. We got Denise and Kinga. Ooh, Brenda, Nancy, awesome. Ooh. All right, let's go for a couple tap and reaches. Awesome, awesome. Tap, reach, reach, reach. Really enlivening your body. I want you to feel your core, your midsection, your obliques, all the areas of your abdominals, really just twisting, working. Tap it out. If you want to add a little more speed to it, you could. Yoo-hoo. Awesome. And let's go for a couple tap outs to the side, or jumping jacks, Woo. Nice. Seeing if you can slightly tuck your rib cage under. So rather than being like this, that's an exaggeration, but just tuck your rib cage, tuck your pelvis. Nice and strong foundation. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for a couple of toe touches, a couple 10. Yes. Marianne, I'm noticing your red pants or shorts. I like those. Yeah, it's a good color on you. Woo. Nice. Beautiful. Reaching for the shin or the toe for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. All right, awesome. So we're gonna do some weighted exercises to start out. All right, first exercise 1 dumbbell. We're gonna be doing a twist. So it's gonna be a step back lunge, a little bit of a twist. And if you want to step first, doesn't have to be deep either. Awesome. So if you wanted to participate a little bit, Suzanne, hardly any bend in the knee or that 30-degree bend. All right, let's do it, team. 45-second rounds. They're going to go by quick. Let's do it. Woo. All right, shoulders are back, chest is proud, stepping back, twisting at the bottom or as you lunge. Let's do it. Oh, twisting towards the front leg side. Squeezing the bum. Shoulders are back. Chest is proud. Awesome. Even twisting is supposed to be good for the digestive system as well. Speaking of colon, bowel, poop stuff, good to get some movement in that area. Shoulders back. So good. Squeezing the bum. on every lunge. Amazing, 10 more seconds. I'm trying to find different types of nutritional shifts for Emmett to get the inflammation in his colon down. So he has been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And one of the things we're eating more of is beans. 3, 2, and 1. All right, team. We're gonna go for a squat with a press out at the bottom. So nice wide squat, shoulders back. And it really is trial and error because some people say beans are bad. And some people say beans are awesome. So we're trying things, keeping a food log, which obviously could be good for anybody to do, seeing what foods feel good in our body and which don't. Harder for a little 4-year-old. So we've got a poop log and a food log. Squeeze the bum, shoulders back. Awesome. Yes. Belly button to spine. Feeling your core engage every single time. Come down. Nice work. 5, 4. As you press out, keep your shoulders back. 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, we're going to go into a single-sided, little bit of a staggered stance. We're going to go for a strong row. Getting a pull and a little bit of a twist. And you're strong in your legs. You're strong in your quad. You're strong in your butt. You're strong in your core. And then your hands on your hip. You can also be out to the side. I think the hip feels good. And then adding a little bit of a gentle additional twist at the top. Thinking about just being so strong in your posture so that when you go through your day, you stand up tall and proud, you feel confident. There's been studies on that. When our shoulders are back and our chest is open, we actually feel different. There's different hormones, more positive hormones than if we're slouched forward and our chest is closed and our heart's closed. 3. So this is good for practicing that beautiful posture. 2, and 1. All right, switch sides. Getting nice and strong position. Strong legs, strong foundation. Even gently pulling up on the pelvic floor. Pulling up on the lower abs. Bracing your core. And then adding that movement from that strong position. Sometimes single-sided is just nice because you can really feel what's going on in your body. Beautiful. Exhale. Squeeze. Pull the shoulder down and across the back. Yes. Squeeze that front glute. Squeeze that back thigh. Make your legs strong. Nice work. Yes. Squeeze. Use your exhale. Nice, Marianne. Strong core. Use your exhale as you pull. Blow as you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, we're going to put our lovely dumbbells down for a moment. And just a little bit of lateral moving cardio. So we're going to go side to side shuffles. If you're not wanting to do impact, you could do some side to side shuffles like this, monster walks. Okay, 45 seconds. Just thinking about being light on your feet. Light on your feet. Woo-wee. Nice. So good for our brain, our cognitive brain health, to go side to side rather than always just doing things on a one plane of motion, forward and back. Nice, Kate. Kind of like sometimes it's good to take a new route home from your usual store. It's good for our brain. Woo! Nice job. Yes, squeeze the butt, stay low. Maybe you want to add a little depth, get a little lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. All right. Keeping with the lateral moving theme, we're going to go speed skaters side to side. Feeling graceful, feeling strong, feeling agile, really sticking the landing, and feel your butt, your gluteus medius as you land. Powerful. If you want more, you can go wider. You can go faster. You can touch the floor. You can touch lower. You're going to reach lower. Yeah. Nice. Yes. Keep your chest up. Feeling a sense of gratitude for your physical body. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Quick sip of water. And this is an invitation. I picked it up at yoga yesterday. I just want you to just be kind of a little bit still for about 10 seconds and just notice how you feel. Notice what's happening in your body. no wrong or right. I'm feeling some movement, some energy, some life force moving. So it's just good to be aware of how our body's feeling and how that cardio impacted our body. All right, we're going for 2 dumbbells this time. Okay, we're going to be doing some external rotation for this next movement. So picking your weights according to that. Picking your dumbbell weights. Alrighty. So we're going to step out to the side, squat deep, back to center, calf raise, external rotation. So step, nice deep squat, step back to center, and yeah, let's do it. Suzanne finding some modifications that work for you. And I told Suzanne she's doing quite a different program for her torn ACL. I said, just, yeah, show up and just be in the energy of, you know, other collective people moving, working towards health and wellness and mind, body, spirit. It's always nice to do movement with other people around. Nice to have that collective energy, whether it's live or on the recording. Nice lifting those heels. An invitation for you. You need to modify something to make this make sense for your body today. Make it serve you today. Please modify as you think and see fit. Yes. You can always message me if you're not sure about a certain exercise. Woo. Lifting those heels. Squeezing that upper back. 5, 4, 3, squeeze, 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 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. We're going to be doing some biceps. And your choice, either a wall sit to work the quadriceps or a forward lunge. So forward lunges are quite a quadricep dominant exercise. That's the front of the thigh. And I share this, they're not good or bad, but if you have any knee issues, you might prefer to do a reverse lunge because they're more glute dominant and generally easier on the knees. So not that forward lunges are bad, but just keeping that in mind. Let's do it. You can also choose that wall sit option, sitting against a wall, working those amazing biceps. And yeah, I think it's such a simple but cool reminder. Like, even if our legs are needing some rest, we can still work our core, we can still work our upper body. And so if there's a will, there's always a way, right? So I love it that you're showing that example, Suzanne, showing up, changing the workout, but still moving. There's a quote, it's kind of a little bit of a tough love quote, 10 seconds. We can have our excuses or we can have results, never both. So way to choose results today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I got distracted. That one was a little longer. Great job. Okay, belly tight. We're going to go into a lovely deadlift with 2 rows, squeezing the upper back, and then standing tall. Alrighty? So coming forward, belly is tight, rowing twice. And remember when we did our single arm row just a couple minutes ago, think of that same feeling, that really focused retraction of the shoulder blade, where the shoulder blade on both sides now comes towards the spine, down and towards the spine, and being so kind to your back. How do we protect our low back? We use our perfect inherent back brace, AKA also known as our belly abdominal muscles. So think about, if someone was going to poke you in the belly, you would brace. And then another cue that I like is cough. Take a cough, and your core does a really nice natural brace. And that's a good one to hold on to. Great work, 5. Great, strong backs, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, nice work. Okay, weights are to the shoulders. And we're gonna do a squat with a bit of a rotational press. So we're just gently pivoting, letting the back heel lift, pressing kind of on a diagonal across, squatting and pressing. And always, you can focus on upper body, Suzanne, I love it. Ooh, powerful. So it's good to work on rotation because it's a type of movement that if we don't practice it once in a while, our spine starts to get kind of, I don't know, kind of stiff, I guess, for lack of a better word. So it's good to do in our sessions, some rotation here and there. Woo. So our spine stays mobile and energized, moving well. Love it, Kate, you have such a great squat. Pressing, pressing across. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. All right, a little bit of triceps, a little bit of bent over triceps. We're gonna alternate arms. So a little bit bent over, belly is tight, one on the right, one on the left. Really thinking about how straight can you get your arm? How much extension and straightening can you get? How much can you think and imagine your tricep getting its full activation? 3 heads of that muscle group. That's why it's called the tricep. Getting all 3 heads to activate. And a little bit of a thing that sometimes happens as we get a little tired is we shrug. And if we shrug over time, we start to get a weird posture and we get pain in our back. So make sure you pull your shoulders down, away from the ears, consciously alternating so that we get that extra focus. Oh yeah, thinking about what would you love your triceps to be like? Even more toned, tight, strong, lean, whatever it is. Thinking about that as you do this, focusing on your muscle. 5, exhale 4, blow as you go, blow as you straighten. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, great job. Nice work with the arms. All right, let's put our weights gently down. Woo. All right, team, we're gonna have our hands behind our head. We're gonna come side to side. A little bit of cardio. You can hop it. You could be like doing hop squats. You could be going side to side. Chest is proud. This one's really, really good for posture as well. So thinking about shoulders back, chest proud, reaching down. Whew. Nice. Squeezing the core. Cardio, getting our heart rate up is so good for many reasons. One of them is it boosts our feel-good chemicals in our body, our dopamine, our oxytocin, our serotonin, the endorphins. Woo! Nice. Keep the chest proud, shoulders back. Yes. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Knee drives. Standing on one leg, maybe your more challenging leg or less dominant leg, if you have one. And then we're going to drive the knee. 45 seconds. I love this one because it works the butt too. So it's going to work the standing leg glute. So think about the standing leg glute. Press through your heel of your standing leg and really feel that butt muscle squeeze. So it's cardio. It's going to help with boosting your mood, boosting your endorphins. It's going to help with fat burning. It's going to help with having all day increased energy. It's going to help you sleep better tonight. And why not make it work the glute and get you a stronger booty, right? And also core. Every time you slam the knee, you're going to bring your rib cage to pelvis. 5. Nice, Sharon. Yes. 3. Ooh, keep going. 2 and 1. Nice. Switch legs. And sometimes I like to imagine like I'm taking a piece of, like, I won't do it because this isn't plywood, but I'm taking a piece of like something and smashing it up. So I did a Tony Robbins, and I've shared this before, but we had to write what habit we wanted to release on the board, and then we smashed it. So maybe you can think of some habit that doesn't serve you, just energetically letting it go. Woo! Great job. Great job. Keep going. Nice, Kate. Feel that booty. Feel that core. Shh. Exhale, strong exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2. Away. One more enlivening cardiovascular high intensity movement for 45 seconds. You choose it. I'm going to do burpees. I haven't done a lot of burpees recently. Choose something that feels good. And let's do it for 45 seconds together. All right, burpees, jumping jacks, squats. You could do high knees. Yeah, so many options. You could go walk up and down your stairs if they're nearby. Yes, you can march on the spot. Yee-hoo. So good. Yes. And trying this mindset about cardio on for size right now. Think about, this is a celebration. This is a celebration of what you're able to do. Not a punishment for what you ate on the summer vacation. Not a punishment for having some extra pounds, but a celebration. I guess what? The weight will come off faster when you're just enjoying the journey. Yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Awesome. High fives. I love you guys. I love you all. All right, let's do it. We're just gonna do a quick balance move. Standing on one leg, whenever you're ready. Actually, just noticing for a second your energy, planting both feet, taking some big deep breaths. Notice how your energy is flowing in your body. Personally, mine feels light. Mine feels good. All right, and then let's lift that leg and kick out. And then just point and flex your toe. Balance. One more challenge. You can lift your arms. You can close your eyes. 1 eye, 2 eyes. Point and flex. Lift that leg as high as you can so that you're working your quadricep musculature, strengthening as you do it. Great balance. Yes, 5. Squeeze your bum. 4. Standing tall. Powerful center and switch. This is your power center where your belly button is. So just gently brace and feel strong there. And then your balance will instantly be better. Obviously, maybe do as I say, not as I do. Woo. Squeeze the bum, lift the leg high, working that quadricep musculature again, maybe adding some arm action. Yes. Woo. Flexing the toe. Sorry about that. Nice, Sharon. Great balance. Let's go, Chrissy. So good to balance, to practice balance when our heart rate's a bit elevated, because then it's easier when we're out and about in the wild in our daily life to be able to catch our balance if we step on uneven terrain. Even just walking on a rock to the grocery store will be more agile. All right, done. Grab a quick sip of water. Grab a high five. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Doing amazing. Yeah, Sharon. All right. Grabbing some lovely dumbbells. We're gonna go a little bit lighter. We're gonna do some exercises that might call for a little bit lighter dumbbells, starting with a side raise. So pick accordingly. Obviously, you can always change it up if you picked something that's not working anymore. All right, team. So we're gonna do a lovely plie squat. Feet are out to the side. And we're gonna squat. We're gonna do a side raise. Squat. Ooh, these just kind of pair nicely together. They're both kind of moving out to the sides. So think about your knee driving over your second toe. Yes. And we go. Squeeze the bum at the top. And think about as you lift your arms away from your midline, notice what your core does without you even having to think. It activates slightly, right? And then if you can just accentuate that activation by imagining being poked in the belly, perhaps, it's going to add a little more core toning, core strengthening, a little more stability to the movement. And afterwards, nice, Marianne. 20 more seconds, Kate. Yes. Squeeze the bum. Yeah. Love it. Yes, Suzanne. Love that you're moving with us, moving through the range of motion, working on mobility. Yes, strength is great. It's also important to be really mobile, just moving well. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. All right, we're going to be doing some lovely lat flies. So a couple options. You can stay here, squeezing the upper back. If you're keen on adding a little more juicy balance challenge, you could come into a single leg deadlift, do a couple of flies, and then switch. Totally up to you. Everyone's on their own journey. What resonates today? You want to challenge your balance, or maybe just focusing really good on the core, a tight butt, strong legs. So whenever you do flies, I want you to think about you're squishing something between your shoulder blades, maybe a ripe peach. It's kind of stone fruit season. I've been enjoying peaches and nectarines. I've always been more of a nectarine person. Squeeze the upper back. My daughter had a plum the other day. She thought it was a giant blueberry. And she's like, Mom, why didn't you tell me about these sooner? She loved it. Squeeze the upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, great job, team. All right, we're going to do triceps. Overhead tricep extension. Or lifting the heels. Adding a little bit of calf action. And if overhead's not serving you today, pick a different tricep option. I know some of you have some different resistance bands and accoutrements, as my dad would say, in your space. So you could always change it up. Well, as long as you're working the back of your upper arm. Nice. And if you are going overhead, just watch that your rib cage stays tucked rather than poking it way out. It's safer for the back. And it's better for your whole foundation to just tuck everything. Tuck your hips, tuck your tailbone under, tuck your rib cage. Amazing. So my habit, my nasty habit that was just really not serving me was when I would wake up in the morning, I would, no matter what time it was, I'd just lay in bed. And that could be fine for some people, but my mind, it was like a bad neighborhood. And I just could not think of anything good while I laid there. And I would try so hard to change my thought pattern and switch it to something more positive, but it was just like half an hour of like basically suffering. And I kept saying, well, I'm so cozy and warm in my covers, but it was like suffering. So I told my husband yesterday and he's like, why don't you just like not do that? 3, 2, 1, and put those weights down. One more quick round of cardio. Sometimes the engineer husband has some good things to say. All right, let's do some cardio. Tap and reach, reaching, you go overhead. And so I said, yeah, okay. Sometimes I need a voice of reason. And so this morning I woke up, I did not lay in bed and suffer with my thoughts. And I came downstairs, I did a little brain positivity exercise, and then I meditated for 75 minutes. And it was like the most peace I've felt in months. And I was just like loving it. So anyway, I just invite you, if there's something you're doing that you're telling yourself it feels good, but you know it kind of actually doesn't feel good, it's not a helpful habit, maybe there's a shift, right? Maybe it doesn't have to be a big, huge meditation, but it could just be a small change. Ooh, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, team, quick feet, little bend in the knees, squeeze the booty, no impact, very little, just tiny bit of movements forward and back. And then I like to pick cards from my little card decks. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pick a card from this Ascended Masters. So look what I picked. I picked the card that said meditate and Buddha's on it. And it literally said meditate and stop suffering. And that's like what Buddha's all about, is like not suffering and like meditating. So I thought, oh, thank you for the affirmation that was a good choice. Woo. So just a reminder, sometimes we get in old ruts, hard to break, but once we just replace it, it's such a better feeling. It's only day 1 for me, so I won't say I've totally broken out of that rut, but I think I'm gonna stick with it because I feel so much better today. 3, 2, and 1, beautiful. All right, side lunge to reach, making this more of a strength or more of an endurance or more of a cardio. If you want to add a little hop. Last cardio before one of your choice. Last one for the session. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I think we all have different habits that I call it a counterfeit pleasure. It's like kind of feels a little bit good in the moment, maybe, but after it just feels icky. So me laying in bed for an hour, ruminating on my thoughts, is not really pleasurable. And it never led to anything good afterwards. So happy to have just gotten up today. Yeah. Awesome, Anna. Yeah, feeling good. Kate, reaching up, side every day really truly is a chance for a new beginning. Nothing is set in stone. Our brains are neuroplastic. They can change. Our habits can change. It just takes a decision. There's that choice point. We all have different choice points throughout the day. And so my big thing is let's celebrate the choice point from today where you just chose to come and work out. That's a choice point 3 that can change the trajectory of the day, the week, the month. 3, 2, and 1. All right, your choice. Last one of the day. Something that feels good, that just moves energy, makes you feel good, makes you maybe smile. Maybe it does, probably does expend some calories, but going beyond that, all the reasons. Think about your why. The why that can make you cry, why you stay healthy, or why you do your best to stay fit and get healthier. Ooh, maybe it's wanting to keep up with those grandkids or kids, be a great example for people. I don't know, one of mine is I just want to spread light, love and light on the planet. And if I'm heavy and I'm lethargic and I'm down, it's hard to spread light, right? Yeah. So being physically light, emotionally light, spiritually light, mentally light. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, high fives. Cheers. One quick balance and then we'll head to the floor. Yeah, Kate. Okay. Standing on one leg. Woo! Little quick tipping bird. One hand on the hip. Gently hinging forward. Inhale forward. Shh. Exhale, lift. Coming forward. Inhale forward. And sometimes I get annoyed when people are like talking about positivity because it can seem a little bit superficial when personally I'm in a bit of a dark place. I'm like, it's not that easy. But when I saw at a coffee shop on Friday a card and it said, the moon reminds us that we are allowed to go through phases and the sun reminds us to keep rising. Switch sides. So no matter if we're in a darker phase of the moon, our personal life, the sun reminds us to just keep rising. And for me, what that looks like is just like showing up in different ways, even if it's ugly. I'm gonna be honest, the last couple of months, I have not been my best, like mentally, and I just wanted to keep showing up. So I'm grateful for all of you to witness that and stick with it with me, knowing that phases never last. We just got to keep rising, whatever we're going through. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. All right, team, amazing. We're going down to the floor for some core. How are we doing? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. And yeah, if you need to have a day where you just stay under the covers and have like a rest day, that's cool too. We just can't, I know for me, I can't do that every day. It starts to feel pretty icky. So using our discernment, what really feels like true self-care. All right, coming onto our back, actually. We're gonna get a little bit of glutes first. So just feeling the back of your heel with your middle finger. And then we're just gonna push through our heels, squeeze the butt. Now try to think about only the butt activating as best you can. Sometimes the hamstrings are really dominant on certain people. So just doing your best to think about just the butt and then lifting a couple inches, lowering a couple inches. And it doesn't have to be like way up to be effective. In fact, squeeze the bum. I've been working with a personal trainer and he's like, even if you don't lift off the ground, but you keep it in the butt, it's actually better than going way up in the air, but you're actually just using your hamstrings and hip flexors and your back. So this is designed to really put tension on the booty, the gluteus maximus. Doesn't have to be a big thing. And then use your mind to muscle connection. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Up and down, little movements. Doesn't have to be extreme. And if you can put most of your weight in your heels, a teeny bit of weight in your big toe mound, baby toe mound, but most in your heels. Squeeze. Great job, team. Now keep going with that. If anyone's looking for a little extra, you could do kickouts. Left leg kicks up, right leg kicks up. 10, keeping your pelvis stable. 9, 8, 7, 6, pushing through that heel or both heels, depending what you're doing. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, team, we're gonna flip over and do some push-ups. Push-ups always have options. You could stay on your back and do some chest press or pec fly if you prefer not to do push-ups for any reason. I am personally a fan because it's a good life skill to be able to push off the ground. Maybe you have to find something under the bed and you got to push up from the floor. It's good to be able to do a little push-up. It's also great for the chest, the biceps, the core. Nice work, team. Let's do it. 20 seconds. Inhale, exhale, whatever option you're doing. Inhale, honoring your shoulders and wrists and elbows if push-ups aren't working for you today. Maybe another day they will. Inhale, exhale, yes. Nice, Kate. Blow yourself up. Blow as you go. 8 seconds only. Telling yourself, yes, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, great job sinking those hips left and right, left and right. All right, we're gonna be on all fours now. On all fours, belly tight, bracing, bracing, bracing. And then we're gonna exhale, bird dog, kick out. And then we're gonna crunch. We're gonna reach out, we're just gonna do 10. 10, crunch, 1, 9, 8, exhale, 7, feel your core, 6, belly button pulls in, 5, 4, nice work, 3, you can do regular bird dogs as well, 2, 1, nice job, switching arms, switching legs, giving that other shoulder a little break, reaching out, exhale, elbow to knee, reach, 10, 9, 8, nice work, 7, nice, Marianne, feeling the core engage, 6, 5, pulling that belly button in, 4, use your exhale, your strong out breath, 3, woo, 2, and 1, oh, so good, okay, you get to lay on your tummy, put your arms at your sides like this, cheek to the mat, I just want you to take 3 deep breaths, 3 deep breaths. This is a yoga thing. I just think it feels so nice. I never want to get up after though. 3 full belly breaths. Oh, and just notice how your energy is. And then after you do a few breaths, we're going to go into some beautiful lifts. So you're going to lift your arms behind you and your legs behind you and lower. Working the lower back extensors. Extra challenge to pull the shoulders away from the ears. Away from the ears. Great job. Woo-wee. Yeah, I've been doing some different types of yoga. Some vinyasa, some Baptiste, some Kundalini yoga. Ah, beautiful. Squeeze the upper back, squeeze the bum. Ooh, yeah. Pull the belly button away from the floor, engaging the low back. So good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, team, last. We're going to do our plank. We're going to do our plank as our finale. So coming onto your forearms, pressing up through the shoulder blades, pull the belly button in, squeeze the bum, and then you can do a regular full plank where you hold it from off the knees, or you can do it from the knees, or you can do a hybrid where you're exhaling off the knees, inhaling down to the knees, exhaling off the knees. Think about pulling your kneecaps up into your thigh. Think about squeezing your bum. Yeah, nice. Pressing up through the shoulder blades, Marianne, just to give your back a little more support. Pressing up through the shoulder blades, squeeze the bum, pull the core in. Great job, everybody. Feeling strong. There we go. Nice work. I couldn't see what your lower body was doing, Marianne. So now I see you're rocking it. Oh yeah, full extension, full straightening. Yes, nice. Pull your elbows towards your knees. You're almost there, Kate. Give me 10. Give me 9, 8, 7. Give yourself 6, 5. Pulling that belly in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Ah, so good. Sit back. Child's resting pose. Another good opportunity to just notice how you feel. Notice your energy body. And this is a nice chance to let the pelvic floor relax. We've got a couple minutes here to do a couple stretches, and then we will do the bonus long 15-minute relaxation, restoration, stretch time as well, if you're able and wanting to do some more lengthening. Awesome. And let's stretch our quad. We'll do it in a bit of a kneeling lunge, or whatever way feels good for you. Getting a little hip flexor and quad stretch. Maybe adding a little bit of a side reach over. Often feels pretty good. And just giving yourself some acknowledgement for showing up today. Whether it was an easy no-brainer, or if it took some mental finagling to get here. And straightening that front leg. Either way, it's a celebration. It's either a celebration that you're in a really good place with exercise and you look forward to it, or it's a celebration that you know it's good for you and you showed up even though it was hard. Either way, I think that's a celebration. Reach for that shin. I gotta say, exercise used to just be a means to an end, like just to want to lose weight or get more tone. And now it's like, I sounds cheesy, but it's like medicine. It's like, I just need it. I don't know what that means, but I'm okay with it. Switching sides. And then the ends come just from enjoying the journey of it. I find the results come getting that hip flexor stretch on the other side, enjoying the journey. The meaning of life, I think, is just enjoying the journey, maybe spreading some kindness along the way, ideally maybe leaving the world a better place just from our energy. Doesn't have to be some great gesture. It could just be, spreading some goodness around in our community or wherever we go, even just smiling. And then straightening that front leg, reaching for the shin. There's a book called Power versus Force by David Hawkins, and he talks about how one human living more of their day in joy, peace, love, trust, faith, happiness, contentment offsets like a million living in despair, fear, worry, all that. And so it like elevates the whole vibration of the planet. So I love, whether you believe that or not, I just think that's like such a beautiful idea. All right, team, spreading that vibe, that high vibe, spreading your light. That's the main section complete. So if you're jumping off, I hope you have a gorgeous day, start to a fresh week. And yeah, let's do a selfie. Marianne's ready. Marianne, so good. Everyone love, oh, Anna, I love you. So good. Suzanne, Kate. Yeah, Marianne, Sharon. All right, so let's stretch. If you want to get comfy, take your shoes off.
And I got to go to work today, so I'm going to bust out, unfortunately, but thank you.
So good to be with you, Marianne.
And we'll see you next week.
That sounds great. Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
Spread your light. All right, shoes, maybe put a sweater on, whatever you need. If you don't pee, anybody, I don't know. My body's funny and today doesn't have to pee, so. All right, let's do it. I see a couple of you kind of on your back, so let's do that. Let's start on our back. Oh yeah, oh, Sharon's jumping off. All right, so onto our back. Oh, there you are, Sharon. You were gone and now you're back. All right, let's start with a window moving pose. So just bending your right knee into your chest, pulling it in, and think about pinching your hip flexor. That little muscle tendon area on the front of your hip, pulling gently in, or I don't think you can overdo it, but pulling as much as feels right for your body, using that discernment. Yeah, this feels good. Maybe it's a little edgy, but it feels good. And then we'll just take our knee and bring it across the midline. So you're getting a little bit of a hip, low back, chest stretch, reaching that opposite arm up to the side, maybe putting the hand on the hip. Playing around with it, you can straighten the top leg, you can grab the top toe with your hands, whatever feels good. And sometimes looking over the opposite shoulder feels good. Breathing in through the nose. Think about breathing all the way down. Obviously, you can't technically breathe like to your pelvic floor, but you can imagine just like sending light, sending positivity and breath all the way down to your root. Beautiful. And then seeing if you can release a little bit more, surrender a little bit more into the stretch. Less tension, less resisting, less holding, more relaxing. And then on your next inhale, just bringing it back to center and just laying there. Just notice how you feel for a second. Notice how your right side feels versus your left. I can kind of feel like some blood flow whooshing through that area. All right, let's switch legs, pulling that knee in, whooshing, getting that wind removing pose on the other side. Good for the hip flexor because what it does is it pinches off temporarily blood flow, but then when we let it release, blood really courses through the area and kind of helps cleanse it out. Good for the digestive system as well. And then when you're ready, just gently letting the leg come across. Oh, you're putting that opposite arm out, looking over that opposite shoulder, getting a nice little stretch into the hip, low back, chest, breathing into the belly. I like to imagine that this is like helping my digestive system rinse out, activate, cleanse, move. Ever since I had back surgery in 2009, I took some really heavy painkillers for like months on end and went like weeks without pooing on my own at least. And my colon has never been the same. So I got to give extra love to my colon. I don't know if anyone else has anything like that, but I think instead of being annoyed by it, just giving extra love to those more sensitive areas of our body. All right, coming back to center. Now we'll go into a happy baby, bending the knees, grabbing the outside of the feet, and gently pulling down. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Expanding the belly. And if it feels good, lots of times it does, it's just like letting yourself kind of rock like a little baby, left to right. Giving yourself a little low back massage. Ooh, massage. Whenever I say that, I'm like, oh, I need to go for a massage. I haven't been in so long. I don't know if anyone else needs some self-care massage in your life, maybe booking something like that in. All right, let's take our right ankle, crossing it over our left knee, keeping the foot flexed to protect the knee, and then reaching between for a nice little figure 4 stretch. And if this doesn't work for you, you can always do a different hip stretch. Sometimes pigeon, that's usually my go-to. Breathing in through the nose. If you can rest your head on the ground, awesome. Tuck your chin slightly to elongate your spine. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if it feels helpful or useful or inspiring, maybe thinking about for yourself, if you have a habit currently, kind of like mine, where I lay in bed and suffer with my thoughts first thing in the morning. Think if you have a habit, maybe it's food related or something like that, that maybe there's a replacement habit. For me, it was meditation today. Switching legs. Instead of laying in bed with my covers over me, I changed my state, I moved locations, and I sat up in the basement and I meditated, and it was a much better choice. And I set an intention as well, that I wanted to feel peace. I wanted to feel connected, instead of just laying in bed, not really any intention. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe bringing a tiny bit of movement if that feels good. And then releasing, rolling onto your side. Coming onto all fours. Let's do a couple of cat to cows. Bringing some energy to our spine. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. I heard a quote yesterday and it said, happiness does not depend on what we have or who we are. It depends solely on what we think. And that was Buddha that said that. Happiness does not depend on who we are or what we have. It depends solely on what we think. Sticking those hips right and left. Awesome. And let's come into a seated position and we'll do a nice big stretch for our groin and our pelvic floor. So letting the legs come up to the side, breathing. And I can attest to that because my little rumination hour in the morning was not a really great thought pattern I was in. And it was definitely leading to some unhappiness. So I think there's something to that Buddha quote. Doesn't matter who I am or what I have. If my thoughts aren't right, my day's not going to go right. And to put that in a more practical place, you can't stop the thoughts, but you can decide, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to choose some different thoughts. I'm going to move my body in a different way. And then often the thoughts will shift. Let's walk our hands to the right. Open up the chest, reaching up and over. Reach, reach, reach. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Getting that nice side body to open up. Maybe just taking a moment to think a couple of positive thoughts of intention about your body, something that you can say thank you, body, for. Let's inhale, reaching over to the other side, and then exhaling. Maybe thank you, body, for being here today, moving. Thank you, belly and colon and small intestines for digesting. Thank you, heart, for beating without even a second thought. And inhaling back to center, and then let's go forward one more time. Exhaling, reach forward. One thing I know for sure is when we appreciate and enjoy our body, it makes it a lot easier to get through the challenges of life. Reaching forward. Coming up, bringing the feet together. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Reach, reach, reach. Up, up, up. Reaching forward. Reaching for the shin or the toes, whatever is accessible for you. Keeping the chest up, the back flat. And so over the weekend, we got our chicken run built. We have 6 chickens in the backyard. We're getting 4 full-grown hens today because unfortunately, many of our chickens are roosters. So they're male, so they will never lay eggs. So now I'm taking matters into my own hands and I'm gonna buy some hens. So there's a guarantee. All right, let's come to seated, or at least I think they're roosters. All right, let's reach one arm back. They're only 4 weeks old, so it's not for sure, but they look like roosters. They have big combs on their head and the other ones don't. So we'll see. Well, 2 weeks and we'll know. And then I found a farmer that I can rehome the roosters to. Because I don't want roosters. I don't think actually you're not even allowed roosters in the city because you'll piss off all your neighbors with the morning crow. So second side, reaching back, gently pulling the shoulder away from the ear. So I'm excited to have fresh eggs. We tried to hatch eggs twice. First, they all died. I don't know why. They were like dead in the egg. Wasn't that funny, but, and then the second round was a success. We had 4 hatch. Or no, yeah, 4. And then we ended up buying a couple chicks and they ended up being, I think, roosters. It's been quite the adventure. All right, let's do a little tricep stretch, reaching the hand down the back. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. The kids have named all of them. They're like their favorite pets. Gently pressing on the elbow, getting that nice release in the back of the upper arm. And then switching arms. Gently pressing on the elbow. Noticing your breath. If it's constricted or shallow or tight or fast, try to just lengthen it a little bit. And release. And then let's do a couple of neck rolls. Letting the neck go all the way to the left, all the way to the right. Just letting it release. Breathing, expanding your belly with every breath. Maybe thinking of an intention for your day or your week ahead. Or not. Or maybe thinking of something that you are not happy with or that's not working, and think of the opposite of that. Reaching. And let's just let the right ear fall to the right shoulder. Left arm out to the side, stretching that neck. I'm going to say joy is my intention. And lightness. Opposite of grumpiness and heaviness, joy and lightness. All right, switching sides. Sometimes finding an intention is hard, but then if you think about what's kind of not feeling good, then you just find the opposite of that. The secret trapdoor way to find your intention. Awesome. And then finishing with arms back, chest proud, right arm over left arm, give yourself a little hug. Ooh, stretching a little left to right, opening up again. Left arm over right arm. Stretching a little bit side to side. And that will be it for today. So grateful for you all for showing up, live or recorded. Always a gift to be with you. And yeah, have a beautiful week. We'll see you in all the ways we see you. Mwah, mwah. Love you all.